Hey everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today I'm back with another tutorial. I will be creating this beautiful animation with these small bubbles floating around the screen here, and also this menu with really nice animations inside. But I will divide this tutorial into two parts, and in the first part we will be creating this bubbles floating animation here, and also this dragging effect, like dragging this bubble effect. We can like move this bubble anywhere we want, and when we release it, it's gonna go back to its default position. Okay, that's it for the intro. You can check the URL in the description down below for the source code, also for the starting code. And without further ado, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive into the VS Code. So I have prepared this boilerplate code. You can check the boilerplate code in the description down below. There will be the URL where you can download this code. And yeah, to go over what I have prepared is that it's like just app.tsx file with this text with the background, and there's some blur, I think, yeah, blur on the background. And yeah, that's pretty much it. But I have also prepared the bubbles data, like we need to have these bubbles here with the colors and everything. And that's, yeah, so I have also this image for background and the fonts, so you can just download the code from the URL in the description. And this is the libraries what I have installed. Okay, so we can start with mapping the data here. And yeah, this AI is helping me really well right now. And we can return view here. And inside this view will be bubble component, which we are going to create in a second. We are going to need index maybe. So we have provide a key, and style will be position absolute. And also we can provide the position also from this data, from this array. And let's create the bubble component here. Bubble tsx. That's great. We are gonna need the icon, which will be React node, and we can just display the icon for now. Let's import this bubble and provide the icon. Bubble icon. Yeah, I can see something is already appearing here. Let's go inside the bubble and do some styling. So style will be width. I have ball size here. Okay, let's do ball size. Okay, yep. Height will be also ball size. Border radius will be ball size divided by 2. Border width 1.5 maybe. Border color will be color, which will be provided from the parent. Color, yeah, here string, and we need color, bubble color. Great. Okay, and padding 3. That's good. Let's create another view inside. And give it some styling. Justify content center, line item center, give it flex 1, border radius ball size divided by 2, and background color should be color. Yeah, okay, we already see ball, like bubble. We already see bubble here, but since in the helper function all the positions are 0, 0, top and left, each ball is like stuck on on top of each other. So we need to fix the positions now, which we're gonna do very easily. And let's start doing that. So first bubble will be on the top left corner. So I think this is good. The third one will be on the right top. So top will be 0 and the most right position will be width minus ball size. That's good. Yeah, you can see that's already appearing there. And in the middle one, we don't want those bubbles to be on the same line. It should be like a little bit floating effect there. So let's give it 25 for top, and for left, maybe like width minus ball size divided by 2. So it gives the like exact middle position. Let's do the bottom row first, and here for the position, do the bottom 0 and left 0. That looks good, I think. And we can do the something like similar what we did in the first row. This will be exactly in the middle, but let's do the 25 here. But I think this 25 doesn't look very good, so let's do like 5. Okay, let's see. Here bottom will be 0 and left, yeah. And let's do the middle row. For middle row, let's use this bottom half height, like this height of this bottom floating bubbles container, and use that like this. Divided it by 2 and minus ball size divided by 2, so it's in the middle. And for left, let's do width divided by 4 minus ball size divided by 2. Yeah, that's good. And do the same here. But here will be on the right side, so we need to multiply it by 3. Yeah. So it already looks nice. We just need to animate these bubbles right now. Okay, let's come to the bubble component and create some animated values. Let's start doing that. Translate y, use animated value 0, and const translate x, use animated value 0. Yeah, that's good. Okay, let's create some function for getting random values from -5 to +5, like for making bubbles floating smoothly. We can like this. Okay, get random value math random -5 multiplied by 10. And we can also get the random duration of this floating animation. Get random duration. And we can do that around like this. So we are generating with this function random duration from 1 second till 1.8 seconds for smooth animation. Now we can create the recursive animation function which loops the animation. So we can do that like this. Const, let's call it const float animation. The first steps, we should create new positions for new random positions for the bubbles, and that will be const new x get random value and new x can get random value. Now we can also create the new duration, get random duration, and now we can get the random durations for each position. Duration x get random duration, and yeah, duration y also get random duration. And now let's do the animations. So we can start animating those values. And I think I have a mistake here. We don't need this. We need use shared value from Reanimated. Yeah, that's right. Translate x value equals to with timing, and the value will be the new x value, and let's give some config here. So duration will be the new duration, and let's add easing. yeah. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for the translate X. Let's call this animation in the use effect. And also create some reanimated styling. Animated styles, use animated style. I have typo here. Import that from Reanimated and return here the transform like this, and we can give this style to the view. As you can see, this X translate X animation is happening, but only one time. We can like continue working on the function itself. We have not finished it yet, and let's do the same thing for the translate Y. Yep. And now we can check that these bubbles are floating, but yeah, it's happening only once, and we want it to happen more than once. We can do that with help of the use timing function, which is returning callback here. We can use it like this. If is finished, and then we can call the animation. So once this animation is finished, yeah, we are calling the animation, but the app crashed because I forgot to call this animation on the JS thread and not the UI thread. So we can do that with something like that. Schedule on React Native. We can move this here. Yep. And let's run the app again. Yeah, let's see what's happening. And as you can see, these bubbles are animating always now and never stopping animation. I like that. Yeah, with that, I think this bubble animation, like floating animation, is done, but let's add the gesture handler now. So whenever we want to like move these bubbles from here, we can like play on those and just move those and then release, and the bubbles goes to the starting place. So to use gesture handler, we need to have gesture handler root view, which in this case I'm gonna use here directly. And then we need gesture detector, and we can create the gesture config here, which will be gesture like this. Const gesture will be gesture, which is imported from React Native gesture handler, and pan. Let's use onChange function first, which is giving us some information. Here on onChange, we need to change our translate X and translate Y positions. So we can do like this: translate X and translate Y, translate Y. To test that, yeah, we can do that, but for now it's broken because we just like changing current position with the gesture. We can add the onEnd function here. Will be executed whenever we are gonna release the finger from the bubbles. And when this happens, we need to refresh the bubbles position. So we can do that like this. Translate X value whispering 0, and translate Y value whispering 0. You can check that whenever we are kind of like touch this bubble, they will stop animating. So we can fix that, and also we can like improve this animation, like when the bubbles are coming back to their default position. We can do that by creating some config here, which will be damping 16 and stiffness 700, and we can use it here. Yeah, same way. And also we can do this callback function where we can schedule on React Native this function. Yeah. Okay, let's refresh the application and see what's happening. Yeah, that's so much better, so much nicer. I like this very much. Yeah. So that was everything for this part one. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. If you do, please leave a like, subscribe the channel, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you want to build next as a next animation. And I'm gonna try to do that. But for now, stay tuned for the part two. It will be coming soon. And yeah, bye. See you in the next one. See you in the next one. Bye bye.